So this is our last performance at Sean's Crazy Saloon in North Arlington, New Jersey. And we are Squeezebox NYC on Facebook, Instagram, all those things. And today's video is critiquing my vocal performance on this particular occasion. So, this was our first song, Bruno Mars, Uptown Funk. Great tune. Chose it for this event because it was a newer song and it's a dance song, and we just hit strong in the first set. We just came out with this guns blazing, and it went over really well. And vocally, I think I did a pretty solid job, but there's one part where I go, "Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch." There's a little run that goes, "Don't believe me, just watch," and I would do "Don't believe me, just watch," and I hit it strong like that. And listening back, I kind of want to get that watch really, like, I want to sort of improve that a little bit. So let me see if I can find that part. So I did it the second time. "Don't believe me, just watch," hey, or something like that. And the first time it was a little attacky on the watch, so I'll work on that a little bit. Hey, stop. Wait a minute. Alright, so that's pretty much that one. I'm just gonna randomly skip to something. Alright, let's go. Okay, skips. Let's see what we got here.
Now we're steady and then they went. 1,
all right.
2, 3, 4.
So I was getting into it here. Yeah. All right. I can hear the oceans roar. I get to see them out here with the ocean washing away. Cool. So that one was pretty good. Once again, into it and into it. That is a takeaway for anybody, because feeling that moment and really getting into it is going to carry you into just a great place spiritually, mentally, physically. And that could be for sports, that could be for business dealings, that could be for interactions with others, and any activity that you do. Getting into that groove is really, really important. And that's what I'm noticing with this performance of this song. Now, by the way, this song is called "The Ocean," and it's by Led Zeppelin, and it's super fun to sing because it's in that high, heady register, And now some people don't consider registers and don't consider head voice and chest voice, but and I've considered that perspective on vocal technique and analysis or whatever. But for the purposes of our conversation right now, we are using sort of this chamber up here to create this tone in a way, because I'm sending the sound pretty much in how it feels to me is I'm sending the sound right up there, and I'm obviously using my larynx and my voice box to create the tone, and I'm using my lower diaphragm to create enough support so that I can just send that sound shooting up to this head resonant chamber. But for the most part, I'm using this. There's a lot going on here because I'm not going singing in the sunshine, laughing in the rain. I'm not using a chesty tone. It's singing in the sunshine, laughing in the rain, drinking out in the moon. It feels good up there. So that's what I noticed a little bit about that. And this is a little bit more of a chest tone. All right, so one thing I critique there is they keep trying to tell me. So I started in a more chesty tone, and I went like, my friends, it was like a chest resonant tone. It was like a little bit more like that with those harmonics. And then I went to, they keep trying to, and then I went back to that. And if I sing this song again, I'm gonna do it right for the man Bill Withers, because he's a GOAT and he's fantastic, and he sang that song so well, and he played the keys on it so well, and he's so talented that I want to preserve the authenticity of that recording for the people that I'm performing for. So I would change that. I would maybe I'd go up, because it's obviously a higher note, I'd go up to, they keep trying to tell me, as opposed to going and doing more of a nasally tone and sending it more forward like that up here. I'd go, they keep trying to tell me, oh. You know what I mean? That's like a little bit. All I want to do is use me. To all the ladies it feels is getting you. Oh yeah, just keep on using me. Alright. Alright, cool. So pretty much I have a feeling that the rest of this song is going to be a mixture of using those chest harmonics, and still everything is supported by that lower diaphragm. I'm getting a good low breath, and I'm using that to support everything else. So even my thoughts, even my composure. All right, so one for the man Bill Withers, and let's see what else we got. I'm just gonna randomly click to something, and this is gonna be the one we choose. Here we go. So we got caught in the middle of this song, but I can tell you right now, this is going to be Red Hot Chili Peppers. I think this is Californication. So let's see if I can find the beginning of this song. Now this song has a lot of words. So this song is a memory game in a way. A lot of music can be seen as a memory game. We have these concepts and we have these words that we memorize and we recite them. So let's see. I'm noticing, so, but you gotta be when you bring the man around, you're creating movement with the melody. So the melody is generally, good melodies, in my opinion, are simple. They're like three like main notes, right? 3 or 2 notes, right? And so when you're singing a melody, you're using those notes, but you're creating movement within those notes to carry along the message so that you can keep whoever's listening sort of attached to what's going on. It's like glue, right? So if I was to say something like, getting born in the state of Mississippi, her papa was a copper and her mama was a hippie. Like, if I were more literal about the performance, it may diminish the whole thing, right? So what I am noticing that I do, and now am sort of theorizing, is the ability to create movement in passing notes, because there's target notes, which is the main, like, say 3 notes of the melody, but then there's those passing notes which allow, everything that I've just said. It allows the movement, it allows the freedom, it gives it character, it gives it gel, it gives it any adjective basically you can think of, it's giving it that, because it feels good, and that's the most important thing. All right, so let's keep listening to the song a little bit. And so we talked about how this song, it's a memory game. We talked about like the movement of target notes and passing notes, and it's another part of singing is also about getting around on the note, because there are so many in-betweens. There's so much space between this note and that note that things can become more sharp and more flat. So I could be singing a C note and I could be singing it a little bit sharp, and I could be singing a C note and I could be singing it flat. But getting around on a note is finding an even space where harmonically everything is sort of linear and gelling right with the other instruments in the song. So you have a guitar and you have a bass, and they're tuned a certain way in this moment, and they're tuned another way when you go and sing, at another place and with other instruments or other players. There's different settings, and every setting is going to require attention. And as a singer, you're listening and you're trying to find that evenness within the whole thing. And sometimes that requires you to have to sing a note a little bit sharper, or have to sing a note a little bit flatter, because that's just what's going on. It's a matter of paying attention, listening, and then finding the groove. So cool. We got a chance to talk a little bit about singing and some topics related to singing, and that's really cool, because singing is the most near and dear thing to my heart. I love it. It's my way of sort of interpreting this world and reacting and sort of just like singing. Just singing, I don't know. I just sing. So yeah, thank you so much and have a great rest of your day. I don't know what the next video is going to be about, but if you watch my first video, you know that we're going to be talking about music stuff, real estate, stocks, and a little bit of fitness progress because I'm going to work on that. Oh my gosh, that one's gonna be great, guys. That one's gonna be a great part of the Stay tuned. Thank you.